There is a moment when the sun breaks the horizon that one could mistake daylight for nightfall. There are nights when one can mistake following lust for falling in love, and on rare occasion, it's been said that the dead of night visits the middle of the day, like lovers on lunch breaks who simply can't wait to fill primal urges. Born in the mess of synapses that collapses the will to stay true to blue-collar affairs. The universe eclipses 9-to-5 obligations and gives rise to compromising situations. While the world waits in the shadow of a cosmic embrace, there is a mystery, as deep as the dark itself. Expansive revelations are found in the profound depths of bodies twisted beyond the centuries in which they were created. And as universally complicated as love can be, no urge is as pure as those created instinctually. So beyond rhyme and reason, I find myself pulled by your gravity. Like a wobbling planet, I'm shaky on my feet, irregular and intoxicated. I swerve through ordinary seasons like unexplainable climate changes. When I was La Niña, I would cry with hurricane forces, rage like El Niño under the surface, until I brought my storm to your shores. You rose like the tide, took me in like the mountains cradle the sun when he sleeps in the dusk. For love or lust. With us, midnight visits midday, makes the world wait while the globe warms between our legs. The salvation of humanity builds its ark on your back arched, and now I know you biblically. Like Jesus, a love revolutionary, and sacred are the breaths between praises. The nights spent under 40 days of rain have purged our legacies of heresies, and there is nothing but sacred text on my tongue when pressed against the hymns we've sung. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, I have knelt at your mouth, taken you in like communion. For the love of a woman, the earth was created. And like the hills and valleys of our hips and bellies, it's a place of ups and downs. And whoever thought the world was flat has never laid with a woman shaped like creation. See, there are worlds beyond what we've seen in telescopes and atlas maps. Between your navel and your coasts are armies of mysteries as brave as the Marines. Your limbs are 4 branches of the same tree that sustained Adam and Eve. And for the sin of having eaten the skin of your fruit, I would have tasted temptation. Spent ages and generations searching for the lost pages until I could open you like a book. Pen perfect pictures of persistent passions, perfectly positioned parabolas poignantly posed to punctuate the pilgrim's progress. Seems settlers have come carrying a disease of the consciousness, asked you to annex your assets for better access to manifest destiny and write history across your back. In your name have the original sins been committed. The dust of others' fears permitted upon your skin until you fell into hands as deep as the valleys who have guided your rivers. Your amber waves have gained patience with pleasure as old as the time they capture. And in the primal grunts and screams we travel back centuries to the discoveries of fire. See, if all it took was a spark to change the course of humanity, then imagine what the effects will be when the wheel is invented. See, we'll change the trajectory of projected exile until the imprisoned parts of our bodies ring freedom's bell. And there'll be no seceding from the union of northern ingenuity and southern hospitality. We can practice civil disobedience, be thorough in our resistance and restrictions, refuse to obey the commandments of missionary advancements because our tongues are native to our version of perversion. Kisses dispersed from traditional places with diasporic ambitions. I'll let my fingers be the minority in the majority of your territory. No part of you my hands won't travel to. No taste my tongue won't take. No sense in letting the senses go unsensed. See, baby, in this mouth, your name is safe. To rise and fall, to spill like light when the days change. And there may be some who would never know the difference between your coming and going. But to me, knowing that dawn and dusk can sometimes be the same makes love and lust to blame when the sun is eclipsed by the moon.